Wait, no, it's not Wednesday night. Don't starve. What am I doing? Oh god, I forgot to update. No. Oh god. There we go. Friday is Snatcher Day. That's what we're updating it to. I'm good at this. Yeah. Oh, congrats on the first. And yeah. Of course, the same time that science went live. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a whole jar of Elfy cookies. Aw, yeah. It's like Wednesday. No, it isn't. I forgot to update my title. Like, that was my #1 priority and was gonna, like, do that right away. And then, like, I'd started to, and then I didn't hit done. Elfy snack delivery. Thank you, Belinda. It is definitely Wednesday +2. It is. Slime, could I have an Elfy cookie? Because you made Elfy cookies. I appreciate you. I like that Wednesday +2. That's good. Good. What?
This one exploded.
Oh geez, so it did. So I think next time when you want to put M&Ms in there, maybe like put them on last. Like you'd
I'll put them in first.
Dollop out your cookies and put the M&Ms on top.
It's no fun.
I suppose. And now we post in our friends go live channels. The song stopped. Do it again. There. And where? I can never find it. There we go. Melty M's. It true. It true. Also, guess what? We love science. They're also live right now, so you can just throw me in a tab, go hang out with Bolin, that's fine. I've been lurking there since almost an hour ago. Looking at fish brains and bonobos today. It's heckin' cool. Right, I'm still doing my go live posty things. Do 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 What? Oh, making frosting to build a candy train. like gingerbreadiness? Sorry, everyone has to look at me streak for this long. I'm not as young as I used to be. Oh my gosh. Oh, honey, you and me both. Congrats on that 7-stream streak. That's so cool. It's kind of neat that they're doing those now. Okay. And are we in an ad break? It said it was going to do an ad break. No. I don't know if it was lying though. Ooh. Graham crackers, Oreos, and peanut butter fudge cookies. Oh my gosh. You are making a very tasty treat indeed. There we go. And hello. And we are ready to get snatched.
We're ready?
I think we are ready.
Let's get snatched.
Oh, psych. Ad break in progress. Ad break ends in 1 minute, 30 seconds. Well then.
Yes, we'll start in a few minutes.
I guess we shall. Alright, so like a little gingerbread train. Barely creative. I was given some like pop rock chocolate today. It's doing tasty demolition on my teeth now. Oh my gosh. That sounds really cool. And possibly slightly alarming.
I'm imagining Pop Rocks holding on to little jackhammers, just jackhammering away at someone's teeth.
I like that mental image. It was a childhood tradition at Dice's house. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. We could build something like that, except I really wouldn't be able to eat much of any of it. Maybe that's for the best.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go!
Yeah, tell me if the sound is not good on stream and I can put it up a little bit.
Everybody let us know as well. Like, I can see the levels, but it's one thing to see them and another thing to, like, hear from people. And have them be
With the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center.
Loud, yes. Yeah, I thought it was.
A major poll of domestic and international opinion, carried out just last week, shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo-Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
Now that the Chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo-Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to make sure the Snatchers are wiped out.
What?
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
That may not be as improbable as it seems. The world's leaders are extremely concerned about the Snatcher problem.
The Chief was going to calm this hysteria in his speech at the summit.
Oh my heavens to Betsy!
Never happen now.
3 months ago, government pressure on Junker operations increased dramatically. Gillian's transfer here was really our last chance.
Our own chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to trust us anymore.
Oh
I've
my
heard that the Army and
goodness.
FBI are going to take over operations now.
That's correct. That too will be
Oh
officially
my gosh, I
decided
wish
in
there's a
3
way to
hours'
pause
time.
this cutscene. It's
3
one of
hours,
those.
eh?
What in
Is there
God's
any way
name?
we can
Friday
find
Night
their
Snatcher
hideout in that time?
game!
If we don't, we and everybody else in this city
Woo,
are
thank you
finished.
for the follow!
As far as they're concerned, we're just like a cancerous tumor that has to be cut out.
We have to hit the Snatcher's headquarters before then.
Gillian,
We
can
jumped
you do it?
directly into the plot. Yeah,
We
that
only
this
knew
is
where
this
it
is Act
was.
3.
I should be able to manage something.
Hitting their outposts.
You,
like
you came in
Queen's
just in
Hospital won't do any
time
good. We have
for
to find
almost
their main
epilogue.
nerve center.
What about the memory of that snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
Just like the others, it was
Looks amazing.
completely
What is it
blank.
on?
It's a form
We're
of
running it on
self-destruct mechanism that
RetroArch.
they use.
Yeah, the
Wait a
game
minute.
itself is
Metal,
for the Sega
What
CD.
about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough. Still, it definitely did come from within the city.
Damn. Where are they hiding?
Gillian, can't you remember anything at all? Didn't Jamie say something that implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing. Metal, I want you to tell me everything you know about me. Why was I sent to Junker headquarters? Where did I come from?
Gillian,
Metal, the chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
Oh,
well,
that's a good point.
you see...
Metal!
All right. With the chief gone, you are the highest-ranking officer here.
You knew all along?
Of course.
Oh my god.
Where
So
were we rescued
have no
from?
memory.
3 years ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. More precisely, you were discovered in cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic sleep pods?
They'll
You mean
tell
they
us
were
everything. How
frozen?
handy. It's true.
This is a photograph of the bunker.
You guys are
There
getting
is no
the full
record
clip
of when
notes
you were
of
placed there.
everything.
In addition, the third pod was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
You were revived and taken into custody by the army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia.
Mm.
However, another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased. This is the only piece of evidence found at the site.
That's Harry's picture.
Hold up.
From when he was a kid.
We're his parents? How old
That's
are we?
correct. Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son. It's been confirmed by DNA tests.
What?
Harry?
Our
Harry was my
coworker?
son?
Using the information gained from the photo, it was established that you are Gillian Seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
In addition, both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
1989?
Yes, you come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
But what does that have to do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched...
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
That's correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow? 50 years ago?
Almost everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Harry. Harry was my son. Did he know?
No, it was highly classified information. He was never told.
I was never able to do anything for him.
Wait a minute, Gillian. Didn't Jamie say something about taking a boy hostage?
That's right. They
Oh
must
my
know
God.
about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian, let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
All right. Let's go over what we know about them.
We can probably take a little break here since this is.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
we got to a part where we can pause, kind of. Thank you, Abra. I know you had to run away, but thank you so much for the raid. And I'm gonna scroll up here and say hi to everybody that just rolled in. Sweets, welcome on in. Foxy Gabs, welcome for the first time. Funeral Beldum. Is that like Bedlam? But I'm gonna say yes, because I like the idea of a chaotic funeral. Eternal Grudge, hello. Moon Beast, welcome in for the first time. Excellent, excellent. So we've got Berry Sweet, hello, hello. Yeah, for those of you who do not know Abrakatrina, she is a maker and crafter here on Twitch. She makes butt happen, which is reason enough to absolutely adore her. She's also excellent buds with our beloved Celestial Bean Art, who, you know what? You're gonna... Nope. There we go. Yep. Needed to do just a little bit of that because Celestial Bean Art also has a coloring book and has all of the good butt things like robots, one of my favorite redeems on Twitch. It was Abra Community Chess Night, aka used the channel points to drive the crafts and made some bangers tonight. Very festive and Merry Buttsmiths to everyone. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna have to do a Merry Buttsmiths illustration at some point in the next couple days. That is fantastic. I am all about Merry Buttsmiths. Absolutely yes. That is fantastic. Hi, I am Elfy Bean, if you don't know me yet. I'm a pixel artist, digital artist, classically trained. The more art that I do off stream, the more gaming I do on stream. I've been cranking out a list of projects, so it's been basically all gaming. Friday nights we do Retro Night with Slime Hunter. Say hello, Slime.
Oh, hello.
Slime is my partner, the person who introduced me to Twitch, the person who introduced me to Dwarf Fortress, which is what I was streaming for a good bit there in the spring, and am going to be streaming again in the near future because I really heckin' love Dwarf Fortress. Wednesdays we do Wednesday night Don't Starve with a handful of peeps from our community. Oh my gosh, Jacob, that is an amazing emote. Holy butts. Good. Oh, I strongly approve. That is fantastic. Amazing. Yeah, other things that you can probably expect to see from me are things like pixel art. I did make these two little avatars for me and my partner. I do also have other states for art times, but in the meantime, we have this. So yeah, we tried to go for, I don't know, retro games that like we really enjoyed, or had heard about and always meant to try and never really got around to. And typically, we really like a lot of visual novels, a lot of point and click, a lot of mysteries and whatnot. So this one's got like some point and click vibes to it.
It checks all the boxes.
It does. It checks all the boxes. It makes us very happy and has lovely pixel art. And this version has fantastic voice acting. This is the kind of the director's cut version because it has Act 3. Yeah.
Really good.
The Kojima cut.
Yes. This is by Kojima, and yes, that little critter there. Twitch connection iffy tonight. I'll be in and out. Totally legit. There, in case my audio cut out there. Legit, thank you for enduring the Twitch shenanigans to hang out.
This picture right here is actually a live feed of us right now streaming.
And yes, you may have noticed the little character, little robot that's talking to us is named Metal Gear. That is on purpose. Yes, it is because Kojima was instrumental, I think, in charge to direct this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he directed this video game.
I'm gonna hop to the next.
Okay, so I'm just gonna hop over to the next stage.
This chapter actually has quite a few cutscenes, very Kojima. So we'll probably see a few of these.
Yeah, this is basically gonna be a cutscene-orama. What? This is the Snatcher's weak point. Think careful. Oh, we're asking what their weak points are. Oh, ultraviolet rays. Yeah, that's correct. Their weak point is their defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes mutations in the melanocytes in the stratum basal of their skin, which become cancerous. Specifically, long ultraviolet rays in the 250 to 350 nanometer range is responsible for causing the cancer. So the Snatchers, these robotic guys that we're chasing after, they create an artificial skin to look like a human, but their technology isn't fantastic on it, so it very quickly gets damaged and develops cancer, like, right away. It's such a bizarre weakness. It is! It really is. I feel like there were better ways, but whatever.
You're like robot vampires.
Robot vampires. I like that. Why would cancer bother a robot? Right? I think it's partly because they're like half robotic, but also rely on like the... I don't know. Because they don't use the initial body of people. They just kidnap them.
I try not to think about it too much. It's just Kojima being Kojima.
I guess that's fair. But he is good at that. He is good at Kojima-ing it up. This is a Kojima game? This is a Kojima game. We've seen them walking around skinless too. We have seen them walking around skinless. Yeah, this is one of his earlier games. He also made Police Knots, which is kind of in the same vein as this. Another noir thriller set in a kind of cyberpunk-y future. This game is still more cyberpunk than Cyberpunk 2078. Police Knots, correct. How ironic, it turns out the destruction of the ozone layer actually had a benefit for us humans. Really. Can you tell this was made in the 80s? That's right. Now, what method were they using to move and be able to avoid ultraviolet rays and sunlight at the same time?
They were using the underpass.
Is it technically an underpass? Like, they were using the underground whatevers. Using the abandoned tunnels from the old tube liner system to get from place to place. Okay, I googled police knots. Yes, police knots, like astronauts, but police. I know. Oh, it's because I said Google. That makes sense.
Had to turn it off.
That makes sense. Okay, so I want it to show closed captions for me. It is not doing the thing. There it is! Yay! It's like when I encounter a word that I've never heard before and say it out loud and go, that's how you say it? Yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry, what text did we miss while we were talking?
Oh, we're just assuming that there's a tunnel underneath their main base that leads there from the tunnels that we found already.
Okay, that makes sense. There's a good chance of that. Correct. Next, what phenomenon was always observed at any location where Snatchers appeared, including the underground tunnels? Oh, it's Snow... Sneeze. Sneeze, because of Snow 9.
That's the sniff.
Because the sniff. That's right, and what was the cause of the sneezing? Snow 9. This is the reason for the sneezing.
The reason for the sneezing.
Sneef Snorf, correct. Sneef Snorf. The presence was the presence of allergen Snow 9. Snow 9 is an artificial form of pollen developed by the military, and its presence is limited to certain regions.
Really like the UI design that they did with these little like dossiers on little stats and files and things that were just like surrounded by this monitor.
Yeah. I really dig how they designed everything. It's good. There's also, I see Metal Gear Mark II. He's the second Metal Gear. That's cute. They were using it to interfere with radio transmissions and keep people away. They probably were producing it intentionally themselves. The only regions of the city where Snow 9 is still present are areas around the Ina River. It has been cleared out of other areas because of the danger it presents. So that means their base must be somewhere near the Ina River, right? That is a fair conclusion. They are probably somewhere near the Ina River, protected by the Snow 9.
It's kind of like, remember how we compared this map to the overlay of the one in Russia, where it has like a similar river near the Chernobyl plant where they offload the exhaust or whatnot.
Yeah. Accessible to the tube liner and near the Ina River. And we must not forget the 3 photographs that we found the Snatchers with. All of them were related to the Soviet Union before the catastrophe. The map on the wall of Nielsen's apartment. The picture of the temple in the director's office at Queen's Hospital. The photo of Red Square hidden in the chief's office. Why do the Snatchers keep pictures and memorabilia like this? Maybe they're homesick? Maybe that's where they come from. Homesick? Get serious, Mika. They're robots, you know? I don't know, they seem pretty ambitious and stuff. Let's analyze this a little closer. What city is related to all 3 of these pictures?
Yeah, get real about the future robots that are smart that can go ahead and be in near humans that don't really seem to care much about them outside of this one city.
I mean, Moscow, right? I assume. Moscow. This is the city they all have in common. That's correct. It's Moscow. Yay! Moscow must be where they come from. That must be the basis of their programming. You might be right. Just as people have a hometown that is dear to them, their creators may have put a hometown into their programming. They use very advanced artificial intelligence systems, so they may have needed something like that to maintain their emotional balance. Yeah, they were born out of nothing and they needed... But they needed to give them some kind of an image as an emotional base. So Moscow is their creator and their home. And the place that they found Jamie and I. That's true.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Snow?
No snow has been recorded in Neo-Kobe in several years.
Well, then that's not it.
Wait, what about that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9?
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian. We could never search it all in time.
Gillian, let's look at a map of the areas investigated so far. This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city around the Ina River. This blue area is that in which Snow 9 is present. Now I'll superimpose a chart of the abandoned tube liner tunnels. From this we can establish those areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large. We could never cover it in 3 hours.
Don't give up so fast, Gillian. What about that image of home thing we were talking about? Maybe there's some kind of geographic similarity. Maybe the same view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
What do you know?
What's this?
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
This is the Moscow River over here.
It looks like we're on the right track, Metal. Show us the location that Jamie and I were picked up from.
All right, right here.
Metal, before the catastrophe, what was at this location?
The headquarters for the entire Soviet Union, the Kremlin.
The Kremlin? That Snatcher said something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
Metal, what spot in Neo-Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
Calculating. This is the spot. It's presently occupied by an old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
And it's right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
That's it! That's their headquarters, their new Kremlin.
Gillian, let's go!
Wait, Gillian. I want to go with you.
Sorry, Mika.
Hey, I'm a junker
Abrupt
too,
volume
you know.
change.
I know, and you're a great one at that.
So take me with you then.
You head to the summit to warn the delegates. They haven't given up, you know.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo-Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it, okay?
Let's go, Gillian!
Gillian?
Yes? What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah, you know, dinner.
Mika.
Not interested. I thought it would be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have to hurry.
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah, okay. But I gotta go to church first.
I'll see you soon then.
Okay, Metal, let's go.
Okie dokie. This is the last turbo cycle. Snatcher's a Christmas video game? It sure heckin' is.
It is the Christmas game.
We should save. Excellent timing, right? Truly.
It would be really something if this time period overlapped exactly with this day today.
That would be pretty rad, I gotta say.
appears quite safe. It has not been tampered with.
Okay. Okay. Squint. Where are we going? Of course, I know the answer to that question. We're going to church.
I've input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off.
He's such a cute widow wobot. I love him.
Flight configuration. Now gaining altitude.
Jamie, please be safe.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
A 50-year debt in 3 hours.
$50-year debt in 3 hours.
Snow!
Snow 9, to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will also be impossible from this point on. Understood?
Dead silence. Okay.
Descending. Conversion to hover configuration complete.
Just because you can't radio anybody doesn't mean you can't say cool to your little robot buddy,
Gillian,
but...
we've arrived.
We've arrived at the church. Oh, wow. I know why they call it their Kremlin. It's a very old church. It bears quite a resemblance to St. Basil's Cathedral. No doubt they thought the same thing. It appears to be snow, but it's actually Snow 9. Try to avoid inhaling any of it directly. Oh, and we got an ad break. Ad time. Time to wait. Sorry, can't hear you, too much static. I'm sitting right next to you. You're not added? Alright, cool. We shall continue. Area. It's surrounded by a large grove of tall cedar trees. This is likely to keep just about anybody away. You're also gonna go to sleep because it is hella late. It is hella late. Fracta, thank you for hanging out. And thank you for looking after yourself and going to bed now. Night-night, Fracta. And also, if it is also wicked late for you where you are at, then you know, time to go to bed just like Fracta. And then in the morning when you both wake up, then you can go hang out with Fracta on her stream. Everybody wins. That's true. We will share the conclusion to Snatcher later. I am perceived. You are perceived. We heckin' love you. Nana Fracta. Given the season, a few Christmas lights would really liven up the scene. The building is about 50 years old, but appears very well maintained. No strimmer busted, no strim till mental health is better. Good. Like, I'm sorry, no strim and strimmer busted, but good that you are taking care of yourself. Yes, good take care of self. Take care of Fracta, because we love Fracta. The captions are really struggling. It got Fracta correct the first time, and then it like went back and changed it. Yeah. Igglybuff was caught by Fracta Bellum. M good. M take good care. You are good also. Enjoy game. Thank Fracta. We love you. And sleep well. So where's the entrance? On the front side of the building, where things tend to be. Bastet, hello! How you doing? This is definitely Snow 9. Investigates the area. A sensor scan reveals the tube liner tunnel passes directly underneath this area. You're good? Excellent. You got a shiny Magby in Pokemon Violet today. That is awesome. What's it look like? You should post a picture. Jeff caught a shiny Spinnerack and a shiny Stantler 30 minutes apart the other day. Holy butts. Is there a shiny event going on in Violet? Because if there is, I might have to boot up Pokemon a little bit later. That's true. I have a shiny Slowbro in Pokemon Sleep app. It's lavender. I love it. Oh, looks like we've got the right place. Yes, we do. It just randomly spawned. That's amazing. That's heckin' amazing. I'm not showing anything out of the ordinary. Okay. The only sound is that of the wind. Oh.
All right, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
What'd you miss? We figured out where the Snatcher's headquarters is. We also figured out that our protagonist and his slightly estranged wife are actually the mother and father of his coworker, because they were like in stasis for 50 years. What's this? A church, sir. It would appear to be some kind of chapel for these Snatchers. Yeah, it's a cathedral. Our son died older than us, right? You telling me those things pray? To whom? I don't fucking know.
Can we talk a bit about that again? About how he was like unfrozen from cryostasis before them, and then he went on to like make a bunch of stuff and win a Nobel Prize for engineering or something, or like mathematics or science or all that. He has like 3 of them.
That's true. He has multiple like Nobel Prizes and all kinds of. Do they both smell like a freezer now? They've bathed enough by now, but it looks like they're orthodox Snatchers. They seem to be, yeah. I imagine when they first came out of cold stasis, they definitely smelled like freezer. They definitely had that smell to them, which I now associate with frozen rodents because we have pet snakes. It smells like old rat hair. It's not my favorite fragrance. It smells like stale rat hair to me. But that's probably because stale rat hair now smells like freezer. Now that I think about it. No doubt to their creator. That portrait on the wall is probably a representation of him. Let's go check out the portrait. Hope it's not us. Oh good, it isn't.
It's Raiden.
Raiden, how could you? Wait. Stale rat hair is probably a heavy metal song. You know what? It probably is, and I want to hear it. This person is no doubt the one the Snatchers worship as their creator. Alrighty. This guy, isn't that random? Oh my god! That fucking... Yeah, it's random with his hair long. He's the bounty hunter that's been... But why so hair? Yeah, that's a valid question. I think because 80s anime was the aesthetic. Because this was made in the 80s. A little bit. David Bowie had more like volume up top going on.
That's true.
It's like David Bowie attempting to pass as a schoolboy at a boarding school or something. But he's... One moment, I'll compare the picture with my data on random. So random in this game is a bounty hunter that kills a lot of snatchers. While the facial bone structure of the individual in the portrait is nearly identical to that of random, a positive identification is impossible as the picture is not a photograph. That just looks too much like him to be a coincidence. I think you're right, Gillian. These are the chairs for worshippers in the chapel, no doubt. Everything is nice and orderly. It's as if the pre-collapse Soviet Union has been recreated here. Something is written on the painting. The creator, Modnar. Really? Is that the name of his D&D character? So this is Professor Modnar? Wait, crap, he hunts them, but they pray to him? I don't think he knows he's their creator, and they don't know about him as a bounty hunter. They just know this portrait, and they know what their creator looks like. Any Snatcher that sees random dies. Oh god, really just Alucard. I mean, Kojima. So yes. The one the Snatcher was talking about, eh? It appears to be a portrait of that person. What the fudge? It is, yeah. I mean, I think that's what I called him when he first showed up. There are a number of scratches on the surface. They were almost certainly caused by the Snatchers. With their metal butts on the chair. It's all very organized, almost inhumanly so. Hmm?
The metal booties.
Metal booties. It's all very organized, almost inhumanly so. There is another room farther back. Oh, neat. I'm not reading anything at all. Have they already left for the summit? Just us and the wind, that's all I can hear. Now moving into the back room.
The metal booties all stretch.
Oh. Snatchers! Look at them all! I'm not picking up any energy readings. They are all deactivated in some kind of suspension mode. That's right, they want to take over the world. For reasons. Snatchers be snatching. It's true. It's true. They be snatching up all the warehouse space in this case. So this is their warehouse, eh? There must be a few hundred of them here. They continue all the way back. It's Snatchers all the way down. Still, this doesn't look like a factory to me. I mean, we've only seen 2 rooms, sir. These are the endostructures which have yet to have the artificial skin installed. The bone sizing devices and skull slits are all still set to the smallest specs. So their victims haven't been chosen yet. They're all just waiting their turn. I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Oh, that's one thing I was going to say also was about Harry and the way that he created a bunch of useful parts of technology that are used by everyone and got Nobel Prizes and stuff, and then died without knowing who his parents were at the very end. He found out. It's kind of like they unfroze him from cryogenic, and if they hadn't, then we wouldn't be in the same spot. So like, it's kind of like that. I think Kojima was going for that like trade-off of like, does he have a happy life with his parents, or does he like sacrifice his life to become like the best engineer in the world or something?
Sorry, I missed the first part. What do Snatchers do? So Snatchers are they're like body snatchers basically. Typically they only at the beginning of the game we were under the impression that they only snatched people of high status like politicians, movie stars, influential people. Influencers, social media influencers. No. But they basically they kidnap somebody and then they mold their metal skeletal structure to mimic the person's skeletal structure, and then put on an artificial skin layer and basically become that person. They're remarkably good at it. It's very hard to tell because they do also bleed. They have artificial blood. So like if you cut them, they bleed. They're very, very good at pretending to be people.
They're sneaky.
They're very sneaky. They're kind of replicants, but with a definite like robot on the inside. As it turns out, they actually want to replace humans. They think that humans had a good run and had their turn, and now it's the Snatcher's turn because they're superior to humans in every way. Because that is what humans assume their creations will do.
So take it from here for a second. I'm gonna go turn off
So yeah, we thought there were only like a handful of them. We're part of an elite police squad that tracks them down. And yeah, we genuinely thought there were only like a handful of them. We just had to track a couple of them down. Mom, Modnar said it was my turn on the humanity. Let me in. Right. I want that body. Can I beat that one? No, sweetie. She doesn't have a high enough social media following. You never let me impersonate anybody I want. Something is written on the floor. It really is an Alucard situation, frickin' Modnar, right? It appears to be Russian characters from about 50 years ago. About the size of these containers. Pardon my yawn. The volume of these containers would be just perfect for shipping one of these Snatchers. This is no doubt how they got here. So they're not being manufactured here, they're being shipped in.
Snatcher boxes.
Like the blind box, but
Like a blind box, but you get a robot that takes your skeleton out and then uses your skin.
Yay! Oh god. None of these Snatchers appear damaged. All they need is their energy packs. The gender units have yet to be installed, however. Gender units.
That's right. It's too bad Fractal missed both of the like gender jokes in both things.
That's true. Fractal would have enjoyed those. I do not see any tools or equipment for maintaining anything in the area. This room would appear to be just a storage area. Interesting. Some kind of label here. 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. Siberian Investigative Force?
Metal Gear?
It would appear that these Snatchers were brought to Neo Kobe from the Siberian Neutral Zone. What? Moon Beast! Oh my goodness! Thank you for the sub! I appreciate that! Thank you kindly. Get a little hype for you! Thank you, Moon Beast. And enjoy the various emotes. Because I want full immersion. No ads. That is valid. That is valid. It seems that the investigative forces have been responsible for shipping the Snatchers. What the butts? That In other words, the investigative forces have been snatched, just like when they found us. I see. So the Siberian investigative forces bring the Snatchers out of Siberia and into storage here. How many more times am I saying investigative today? I think you're right, Metal. And then the Snatchers just wait here in storage to be reactivated and adjusted after their victims are selected. A rather efficient system. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place. Probably the hospital that we found. That place was horrific. The back part of this room may hold the answer to that question. Oh god, it's gonna be juicy back here. I'm not reading anything at all. It's perfectly quiet. Come on, sniff option. Not ready. None of us are. Are you ready, Gillian? Now heading for the room farther back.
I'm not sure exactly when the hour-long Kojima cutscene starts, but it might be now.
We'll find out. Everyone hold on to your butts. The Snatchers... Oh, the Snatchers' culturing room. Culturing room? The mechanism is operating. My goodness for those bubbles, I'll tell you what. Whew.
I guess I was wrong. I think it's after this room that the cutscene starts. Some gender units in view.
I think I see some. I think I also see some possible gender units on display here. This is where they feed them all the movies and pop culture. It makes sense. Makes sense. You'd need to. Culturing room? Snatcher yogurt? Yes. What do you think the bubbles are? Gillian, there are Snatchers with their artificial skin already installed here. Ooh, who are they planning on replacing? Let's find out. Look at the snatch process.
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscle's attached.
Is it organic?
No. It appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
That's fascinating. Also, guess what? Linux is gonna start streaming pretty soon, so if you want to be one of the cool kids and be there for when they start their streaming journey, drop a follow right now. They've been on a Dwarf Fortress kick, same as me, also a fan of Minecraft, and we enjoy nerding out about Minecraft and Dwarf Fortress, and just generally enjoying their fabulousness. So yeah, give them a follow. And I will see you in their chat when they go live for the first time. Also, oh man, Lennox, let us get you a little bit caught up. So it turns out that Gillian and Jamie were scientists in the Kremlin that were put into cryo sleep. Apparently, our drunken coworker was our son, who was also put into cryo sleep, but he was awakened well before us, so he's older than us and has now died. But yeah, he was our son. He never knew, and we didn't know until now after he's dead, so that's great. Yeah, turns out that we are actually the highest ranked Snatcher, or the highest ranked junker, highest ranked officer, I guess, person, which is kind of wild. We also figured out that we found, why is this giving me the plotline of Futurama? Right? Because Kojima, that's why. Because Kojima. Kojima did a Kojima. And it's looking like, you know, that bounty hunter that we ran into, Random, who gives Alucard vibes. Turns out he has even more Alucard vibes than we realized. He might actually be the creator of the Snatchers, and they worship him like a god. Which I find extra funny that he goes around and just, like, kills them as a bounty hunter. And, like, none of them have ever been able to, like, report back what's happening because he meets a Snatcher, he kills the Snatcher, that's it. I don't know if he has his memories intact or not. I'm not registering any sounds except from regular noises coming from the equipment here. It appears that weak ultraviolet rays are being projected from above. Oh, to help the skin grow. Makes sense. This is really advanced, way beyond anything we saw at Queen's Hospital. Yeah, we saw, like, the patch-up shop. The whole area is protected as a clean room. There is a door at the far end of the room. It's locked, but I should be able to open it from this side. Okay. It's a small metal door with a doorknob attached. It's set so that it cannot be opened from the inside. And yet... yeah, let's, we should probably save so we don't have to do more cutscenes. Like, I enjoy them, but at the same time...
I mean, the third chapter, the third act is... well, you'll see.
It's mostly cutscenes, yes. A computer terminal is installed to the right of each preservation cylinder. These terminals must be all connected to the host computer, which monitors conditions inside each of the cylinders. The power is on. Look at this, Gillian. The data of people to be snatched. It is all being neatly processed.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished Snatchers over here.
Get a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the UK.
Gillian, you're in here too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo-Kobe.
If they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of Snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian,
Why is nobody
this
protecting this
definitely their
facility?
nest. We should destroy everything.
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie. Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
All right. Do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster by myself anyway. 30 minutes should be plenty. Go, Metal.
Yes, sir. Don't forget. 30 minutes.
Does that mean we have 30 minutes
minutes?
ourselves as the player?
Oh, this is gonna be tight. That room's the only place left to check. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. I mean, Metal Gear said he could get it open, but can we? Guess so. Neat. Oh, jeez. These frickin' little spider guys. Cheese and biscuits. Dimple Gun says, dimple, dimple. It do. We, uh-oh.
Whoopsie.
Dimple.
We do.
Let's try that again. I believe in you. Oh god. Oh, jeez. Oof. That is really freaking hard. That's...
There's some input delay also.
Oh, because the emulator?
Say
Don't say that. I mean, that's about how we're doing.
wasn't ready for that. They almost got me.
Yet none of us were ready for that. Good
All
lord.
right, let's open the next door.
Oh yes, let's do open the next door. God, if only we could save. Oh, that's how they took away Metal
Doesn't
Gear.
look like there's anything here. Whoa! Jeez, these guys are tough. Of course, I didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms.
The
Okay,
dirty dancing slide
let's
in the
try
frame.
this next door.
Yeah, Jesus, right. Yeah, it is. Oh my god. So, apparently they are somewhat defended. Oh no. Oh no.
Jamie, are you all right?
Gillian, you came for me.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial skin is completed anyway.
Artificial skin research? You?
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd kill Harry. They
He's already
forced me.
dead.
I had to help them with the skin development.
Shit.
They said I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry, he's our son. He's been living on his own now for 50 years.
Jamie, I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie!
The professor, he just died. He was over 100.
Oh my god.
The professor? What? This old man?
Whoops.
Don't you remember? It's Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
What? This old man is Modner?
He's been confined here for 3 years now, just to develop the Snatcher's artificial skin. Terrible. Doing that to your own father.
Whose father? Jamie, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
You really can't remember, can you?
No more than you could,
Jamie,
like a
tell
day
me,
ago.
Tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you really want me to, Gillian? It's all so awful, but if you must know, I'll tell you. Try to remain calm, okay? 56 years ago, you and I were involved in a top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes. At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the major powers like the US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military superiority. A horrible plan, something no one else would think of. At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over. Communism itself was facing extinction. Facing pressure from the reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher Project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own. Then you control their governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside out.
That's right, Gillian. And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the world. Some of them were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and picobiology, myself. And for behavioral science and psychology, you, Gillian. Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk, but was later moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to infiltrate and sabotage the project.
I was CIA?
Yes, and the government knows that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker team.
What? Who am I?
Work on the project continued to go smoothly. But then, on June 6th, 1996, there was that accident. A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project. Gillian, was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
What? You can't be serious. You think I caused the catastrophe?
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time, you and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already empty.
Elijah Modner? That guy whose picture was in the church? The one that looks like Random?
That's right, Elijah is alive! Elijah is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little story?
Oomst the fucketh.
Who's there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes. And Gillian.
The fuck?
It's me, Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No. Not quite.
So you remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Then who's Random?
Elijah, why are you doing this? Your father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These 40 years have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
What happened to me? Jamie, do I actually have to explain it to you? Jamie, it's you.
Yes.
Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here.
What?
57 years ago, I was obsessed. With my research, yes. And with you, Jamie. At the time, I was still young, having just graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your smile, I was stricken. I saw something in you that I never felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold, young heart, Jamie. You opened me up, and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project. However, my happiness did not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived and joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a man from the same land. Your relationship grew quickly, and all I could do was stand by and watch. Jamie and Gillian fell in love, were joined, and even had a child.
Harry.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the project, but I persisted. Jamie, I always wanted to be near you. And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well. The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out. I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret crazed project through to the end. At the time, the bioroids were 80% finished. The main part, their endostructure, was essentially completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin, the area that Jamie and I were assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation, or an entire city, had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason, a powerful biological agent, which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the country, was being simultaneously developed.
Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter and executed my plan on June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic revival system failed to work.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned. It revived me 10 years later. A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion and everything, you should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L-Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then?
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the bioroids. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the pod. Besides, I could never have convinced her to work with me on the project anyway. I knew the time was not yet right, so I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How could you do such a thing?
And so for the next 40 years, I worked alone in that cold and lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons. Still, I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
And then, 3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale snatch operations, I chose Neo-Kobe City to be my experimental sample. Neo-Kobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country in itself, making it a perfect test site. And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques. In addition, the element of suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another reason I chose this site.
But your test revealed a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Yes, quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course not. He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all. Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill each other. The Snatchers are nothing more than a tool for bringing out this reaction. I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal. I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't. But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god to lead them. As long as they give the people no reason to suspect them, then they can easily become their gods, indeed, a new race of super beings. We are almost there. Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true human beings.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample of perfected artificial skin?
Why don't you take a look at this? We found this in the rubble of Queen's Hospital.
Random!
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
He's a Snatcher?
That term isn't exactly accurate. This bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not only that, he programmed it to destroy Snatchers. This bioroid caused me serious difficulties. It's designed and built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood. Those too were apparently mine. Haven't you yet realized? Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards. How like my father, silly old man. He did virtually overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go anywhere we want, and there will be no way to tell us apart. I will have free control over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me. Politics and free thought will no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the Kremlin. Even as we speak, scores of new Snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed,
He's
not just
like the
of
other
mankind,
humans.
but of all life on the planet.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Metal!
In 10 minutes, this church will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the attack satellite using GPS and 15 navigational satellites. The beam cannot miss. Everything in a 2 to 3 kilometer radius from me will be destroyed.
Stop this foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some souped-up pocket calculator.
Metal, what happened at the summit?
The delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo-Kobe.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here. Gillian, Jamie, you two must flee.
You insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian, run!
Metal, this is crazy!
We can't let a single Snatcher get out of here. And this new artificial skin has to be destroyed as well.
I will not allow some talking scrap pile to get away with this. If you are the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here. Grab this little one and take him out of here.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Metal!
Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
What's that?
Random?
What? How did... You're supposed to be deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Stop this foolish...
Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off. Random! I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
Let me go. I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what. You and I are gonna die right here. If we both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will there?
The stupid logic of a simpleton, of a machine.
Whatever it is, it's my will!
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
We'll see about that.
You have 4 minutes. You must go. And don't forget to take care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Stop!
Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Gillian, it has been most recreational being your partner.
Oh, Metal!
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John?
Little John? Oh! Okay, Metal.
Hurry! You only have 3 minutes!
Thanks! Thanks, you two! Jamie, come on!
No! Don't let her go! No!
You pathetic old fool! You don't even know how to love someone!
You stupid machine! What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean?
By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back!
Oh my god. We might have figured out how to pause it briefly.
This might not. I hope I didn't kill it forever, but we'll see.
What a moment to pause, right?
Are we out of the ad yet?
Okay, we should be out of the ad.
Random, there's less than 1 minute to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2, 1, here it comes!
Later, kid!
Goes the dynamite.
That was like the only thing they had to remember their son by.
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now. Wait for me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back, let's try living together again. What do you say?
13th Special Operations Squad and all objective personnel. Report immediately for departure.
We'll be waiting for you, too.
Katrina! Mika! You're here too?
You better be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came. Let me introduce my wife.
Jamie Seed. I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Huh? Since when?
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone a lot of times.
What? Have you guys been talking about me behind my back?
Yes. They have. Because you're an idiot.
That was the Kojima long cutscene. That was the longest cutscene in the entire game.
A lot happened. So, welcome back. And yeah, he really has just been a burlap sack of a main character. Happy Snatcher Day! Happy Snatcher Day, thank you! I was trying to learn more about you. I was what got our relationship started. Oh my god. They've been talking to our wife the whole time, these girls that we've been flirting with. Swerved away from passing the Bechdel test at the last second. Right? Right. I was telling Mika about how lonely it was being home alone all the time, and she told me that Jamie was always worried about... Oh, she told me that Jamie was always worried about me, so I gave her a video phone call. What? I'm really sorry for all the worry I've caused you. You want Gillian saying what as a message tone? Valid. Valid. And, same. If we can figure out how to pull that, then we will. Last I saw was the part where the original version of the game ended. I haven't missed much, have I? Oh, you've missed everything. There's been so much exposition. It's been like almost 2 hours of exposition. Like, honestly.
I think he's messing with you.
Oh. No, thank you. You didn't miss anything. This kid has had such a rough time. I say this as a joke. I missed a ton. Yeah. Yeah.
Like literally exposition train at the Act 3. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She lost almost everything practically overnight. I mean... She's done a really great job. I owe her a lot of thanks. Before I knew it, we really became close, didn't we? With even Alice gone, I was really lonely. Katrina. By the time I return, I'll probably have my memory back. Don't worry, I promise to make you happy. Don't promise people shit like that, but okay. I just couldn't stand to leave such a cute kid all by herself. Uh-huh. Don't worry, Mika, this is one job I won't mess up.
Sure, Mr. Shower Scene.
Right.
So terrible. It's a burlap.
Yes. Our relationship has gone beyond being just friends. That's beyond just friends. Sounds pretty good to me. Really? They're both so easy to talk to. It's like I've got two real sisters now. Oh my god. Yay! Cyberpunk sister wives. What the fuck? The fuck is this? The fuck? Kojima! This is taking so many turns, right? You might be a bit lonely for a while, but I'll be back soon. Hang in there. Well, I'll be here in lingerie braiding each other's hair. What the fuck? I'm gonna memorize every detail of Katrina's lovely face so that I don't have to forget it. Kojima just projecting his sex fantasy. Yep. Yep. Gillian, would you stop that? I feel like you're undressing me with your eyes. Your wife is right. Your wife is right next to you. Don't be stupid, Gillian. You have a warped mind sometimes, you know. Really? They're just like family to me. Creepy. Okay. Was this ever acceptable? Like, did people think this was normal? No. Least of all in the 80s. Sure. I don't care if you get your memory back or not. Why? Because getting your memory back will mean that you'll remember those things about me that you hated. That I hated? What are you talking about? Dealing with each other's imperfections is part of what being married is all about, Jamie. Wow. Wow. That's almost sweet. Don't worry, no memories will change how I feel about you. Will they? We sure? Okay. Thank you, Gillian. It's good to hear you say that. The only reasonable thing he's ever said, right?
So have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations? I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
I wonder who the new head honcho is going to be. Considering we're the only Junker left. Have a safe trip, Captain Seed. Wait, me, Captain? Not a bad first rank for someone like me who was in the military.
Whatever you do, just come home safe, okay?
Wow, that's a real bad recording.
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
Don't worry. I won't forget my promises to either of you. Oops, almost forgot. Of course, I'll want to spend some private moments with my wife, too, huh? What's wrong, Jamie?
His last name is Seed? Yeah.
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
That's Harry's hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
I know, Jamie.
Take care, Gillian.
Harry's dead, ma'am.
I'll see you, Jamie.
I'm so sorry, but...
Wait! Wait for me! Take me with you, please!
You?
Oh my god.
Metal?
Yes,
First of all, what?
We didn't have a good frame to work with, so this is just a temporary body. Just call me Metal Gear, Sega CD for now.
Oh my god.
So they found your memory chip in one piece, eh?
Random protected it from the blast of the beam.
Random, huh? Wait a second. I've heard that sneeze somewhere before.
Really? I didn't hear anything. Anyway, I want to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Hurry up and get on board, partner.
Yes, sir, Gillian.
Throughout history, suspicion has always bred conflict. The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts. This conflict has just begun.
The duality of Kojima.
Good. Hideo Kojima. Yes.
So yeah, what did everybody think?
His name spells Hideo Kojima. It does. It does. That sure was a game, I'll tell you what. It sure heckin' was. It sure heckin' was. The art was outstanding throughout. It really was. It was fantastic. And the music. Yeah, the music was also just exceptional. In the end, he says, "Dang it, Bobby," and flew away.
I am kind of upset that they never actually made a real sequel. Because they totally left it open for that. There's a lot of good pixel art from this era because they were still confined to like the 640 by 480 palette. And they still had like the CD audio, so they could do good voice acting and stuff, but still be confined to that low resolution canvas.
Wait. Snatcher is a 2011 radio drama prequel? What?
Oh yeah, I think Suda51 was involved in that too.
That does sound about right, yeah. Yeah, that scans. But also, what? All the pixel art games, I want them. I can help with that. I can definitely help with that. I would have loved to see, like, these portraits in the game. It looked like in some places they'd, I don't know, hired in an additional... I mean, obviously there are multiple people on the team, but some of the character portraits were a little rough.
I think in the original version also the resolution was even smaller, so they had, like, the portraits in here are pretty good. Like, this is the definitive edition for the pixel art version, at least.
Well, apparently Suda credits Snatcher and the works of Yu Suzuki for getting him into games. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's similar to my experience too. I played a lot of Genesis games and Virtua Fighter.
It's our boy! Our boy! The Gillian O was a little over the top. Just slightly. It's fine. Just ever so slightly over the top.
It's a screenshot of him doing like the what face.
It's a good face. What? And then he'd never be yelling as loudly as his portrait made him look like he was yelling.
Classic 90s movie poster illustration. this was Act 3.
Yeah, this was Act 3. So, that's the game. Yay, we finished it! Game over, man, game over! In that case, I thoroughly enjoyed this. Same. I really enjoyed this game. Our character was kind of a heel. Like he was...
Oh, really?
Not really, he was just kind of a meh. He existed. He sniffed ladies. I don't know. His art style is giving classic Cowboy Bebop. I mean, I'm sure it had an influence, or they shared influences. How old is Cowboy Bebop? Cowboy Sneef.
I don't know, but I know that the other game that he made, Police Knots, is even more Cowboy Bebop because it's basically in space. I don't think it has anything to do with Snatcher. It's just like its own universe, but yeah, it's got more Cowboy Bebop type feel.
Oh yeah, and the initial run of it was from 97, so like a decade after this came out. Which makes sense. Under the 90s? Yeah. Well, that was heckin' cool. And we've been talking about which game we're gonna do next. We're looking at either... I don't know how many of you remember me playing Another World, but apparently there is a sequel to Another World, and it focuses more on our alien friend. I do not regret watching this. Thank y'all. Thank you for being along for the weird ride that this has been. Aliens, right? We get to be our big buddy. So we might another world. Yes.
Yeah, funny enough, the sequel, the part 2 of Another World was also a Sega CD exclusive back in the day.
Tango says, what'll your next Kojima game be? SD Snatcher, Police Knots, Zone of the Enders? Zone of the... we were looking at Police Knots. Bruce is staring at fire. He's like, the game's over. He said it's over. Yeah, but the stream's not over yet, buckaroo. It ain't been that long yet. Bruce is unconvinced. It's only been 2 hours, little man. It's 3. I know we do baby streams, but come on. You just short baby streams. That's right, the super deformed Snatcher.
Yeah, that one looks really fun, actually. I think it's got like RPG elements in it too. Like very, very light RPG elements.
Snatcher. Bruce just wants pets. No, Bruce wants Fire to come. Bruce doesn't like being petted very much. He sometimes likes to have his head petted and like little head scritches or ear rubs, but he generally doesn't like being petted. He's a chronic pain dog. What he does want is he wants Fire to come out and sit down in the blanket nest with the heated blanket. So Fire will sit down with the pillows and then put down the heated blanket, and then Bruce will curl up on top of the heated blanket, and then she will stack approximately 60 blankets on top of him, and then he will go to sleep and snore like a grown man. That is what he wants. Chronic pain dog? Yeah, so Bruce has a cyst in his brain. It's kind of a spider-like cyst. And can that be me? Right? It's pretty good. Blanket Fort is real good. He is a fan. Also, if you guys want to see basically daily Bruce photos, dogs don't deserve that. Yeah, I don't know. He is a Chihuahua. He's still kind of Satan, but it was a terrible time. Dogs don't deserve that. I mean, Chihuahuas are dicks, so it overlaps. It's fine. But yeah, so he had.
Sorry, I'm
Sorry, making a quick adjustment. Keep talking.
Okay. We'll just stare at your icon. Anyway. So yeah, he has a little cyst in his brain that forces a little bit of his cerebrospinal fluid down into his spine. Yeah, because people buy small, cute, baby-headed chihuahuas, and that comes with problems. Yep. And actually, although because he's a chihuahua and has a hole in the top of his skull, that was the reason he wasn't getting seizures, and it took the vets slightly longer to figure out what was going on. We did know that he would suddenly be in pain and would just, like, you would start petting him and your hand would get like partway down him and he'd whirl and snap at you or scream and run away, and we're like, whoa, I was petting you gently, what is happening? We're gonna slap this screen up real quick while I figure out.
We're good.
Okay.
Sorry, I was in the background booting into a different game.
Okay, it should be up now. Ooh, shiny. So, yeah, he has that cyst, and the hole in his skull made it so that he didn't end up having seizures, but it was still like a bubble of fluid was getting forced down into his spine, and as it would move the length of his spine, that's where his pain would be. And like, he didn't know what caused it, we didn't know what caused it, until later. Now we understand what caused it, but he still doesn't fully. He does understand that when he has his medicine regularly, it's better. He knows that when he doesn't have his medicine, it's worse. He does know the word owie, and that's why he has a speaking button pad, and one of his words is owie. And another one is actually weed gummy, because that's the only pain management that he tolerates well. He doesn't like gabapentin, he hates codeine, he gets mean when he has codeine. So yeah, he has weed gummy. He will sometimes want us to hold him while we go smoke in the bathroom and just puff pass with him. And then he just flops down and is very relaxed for the rest of the day. He also knows that he has to wait a little while after getting his weed gummy. So he understands the phrase, you gotta let it kick in. And then he'll go and like lie down for a bit and then come back, and why is it not still sharing? There we go. Gabapentin helps you a lot, though you take the occasional weed gummy. Yeah, gabapentin has... How many Sega CD games do you have ready for play? Lots. So he's a full tax-paying individual, basically. Too spooky for you? Oh no! Oh no, Tom! Oh no, Tom Sutton!
Sorry.
Hello! By the way, if y'all want to see more cool pixel games, and Slime, what are you... Why?
I'm getting something less spooky.
I guess we're doing this for a minute then. Oh my gosh, Tom! Tom, thank you so much for the sub! My bad, thank you! Thanky wanky!
Okay, I got something less spooky.
Slime has an echo? Yeah, only if I forget to mute myself when he's gonna talk.
Oh, sorry. Sorry again.
Tom says, I can't watch, I need adult discretion. Well, I just have a black screen, so I'm waiting on Slime to do something. I don't know what he's doing. GG, why you bouncing like that? He... Slime says, too bad, we're switching. The majesty of the music of the Amazing Spider-Man versus the Kingpin? No. I'm fascinated. Okay, we'll see if this stays up or if we get another blank screen in 5 seconds. Anyway, yeah, and Fire's correct. There are some days where Bruce will go and hit the button, waits a few minutes, and then comes back and hits it again. Or there's one day he did wait like 30, 45 minutes, and then came back and hit it again. And we went, but you had weed gummy, and he just smacked it 5 times in a row, just whoop whoop weed gummy, and we're like, okay, fine, I get it. You hurt today. Here you go. Oh my god, good. Correct. You only ever got the PS2? Legit.
Oh, I have not experienced Spider-Man versus the Kingpin.
I got to play a little bit of PlayStation 1 games, but our family didn't really let us get into games until we got into high school, and high school is when the Xbox came out. So, because I'm old. I've seen this game. I've seen parts of this game. It is so silly.
This is the one that I wanted to show you. Oh, you can probably switch the game over now. But,
oh, that's true. You should probably tell me the title of the game.
Incredible Crisis.
Welcome to Incredible Crisis.
I love the menu for this game.
It's so cute. So weird. Oh, you're a doggy. I'm not old. I don't know. 37. I'll be 38 in May. End of May. Oh, you're not that old. I was in college when PlayStation was released. Grew up on the Sega, on the NES. Yay! We'll be old together. Bastet! You're gonna go eat night night? Night night, Bastet! Slime waves, bye-bye. I do have a white streak in my hair though, which makes me happy. And also, we realized that I tripled the amount of white hair that I have while I was working retail for 6 years compared to my identical twin. They also managed to do, they ended up doing like a contract thing in a retail setting for a few months and then couldn't hack it and left. Yeah, retail will age you a decade easy. It's true, but like my face remained the same. It's just my hair. I just have a white streak and my temples are very silver. Do you know the kinds of changes Working Designs was infamous for? Unworked Designs is a series of game hacks that reverts mechanical changes to the way they were in Japan. Oh!
Oh yeah, we played Pop Full Mail. Remember Pop Full Mail?
Vaguely.
And that was the one where they had like these weird pop culture references from the early 90s, like references to like Madonna and Michael Jackson and stuff.
I vaguely remember. I had friends in high school who got gray hairs. Yeah, I got my first like white hairs when I was in high school. Maybe my first one was in middle school. Working Designs also made some wild and often bullshit changes to all kinds of values in games. Wait, they were the folks that ported shit. It made things harder because they were designing for the rental market. Oh my gosh. I'm ginger, and my elder ginger relations never went white, so I may never get to experience white hair. Aww. But like, you'll also be like a sweet old lady with a head full of red hair, and that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to going completely white. And just having a head full of unicorn hair. You all know it's my birthday today? She's me someday. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I'll make your favorite dinner. You all familiar with Jumping Flash? Not again. You do it every year. Of course. That's my reason for living. Wait, what's her reason for living? Happy birthday, Grandma! Slime says he has heard of Jumping Flash before. Went everyone home early today. You gonna be a crazy cat lady? Kids will tell tales at my house. Good. Excellent. Grandma, almost 90, had all natural black hair. That's cool. My grandma, or my nana had a skunk stripe. Apologies for being super ADHD right now. I got home after a slow work and my brain is in hyper mode. Oh, you good. You good. I am always happy to talk. I mean, I'm always happy to talk games in general, but retro games in particular, especially while we have Slime. Slime loves his retro games. Uh-oh. So Slime is saying that there might be some issues. Might be some technical issues. We will see how it goes. They came in like a wrecking ball. Yes. Sweet. I already love this animation though, right? It's good. And by good, I mean real crunchy, and I love it. Let's dance. Elfy, I think you'd adore the main character in Jumping Flash. I'm gonna make a note in here. Okay. I have now made a memo. Make a mistake, you're next. Oh god. Skill level goes down. Perfect dance, your skill level goes up. This game cannot be paused. A robot rabbit named Robbit? Oh! My next what? Thank you, Moo. Thank you. What is this game? I am alive! This game is in... Oh man. I like that we're just this business guy. Incredible Crisis is a wild time. It truly is. This is fantastic. His fail animation is so good. He's just like, oh god, and just like trying to dodge people's notice. He's just like, don't look. Final stretch. Pretty late, PS1 in 1999. Nice. God, I wonder if one of our old buddies back from like middle school and high school used to play this. Holy shit. You're a master spinner. Yeah, this is how BTS started. One of the designers co-directed Chibi Robo. This explains a lot. That does explain a lot. Chibi Robo, so cute. Oh, hi, Brucey Bean. Oh jeez. That scream! They dropped the Infernal Bowling. Sir? Drop the butt. No captions. They did not drop the butt. Drop the ball. Also, how do I turn off auto censoring? Because heck that. Avoid the iron ball. If the distance meter turns red, run with the X button. Make sure you have enough energy drink. Enough energy drink. Now they're speaking my language. Kenichi Nishi worked for the Love Delish and Skip, which were quirky. Oh, super quirky game devs. Interesting. You drank all of your energy drinks. First go. What are you doing? Rip. Yep. Landed flat. Excellent, excellent. Good, good. Whew. If PS2 emulation were more stable, I would suggest playing Mr. Mosquito at some point. I have seen Mr. Mosquito. Uh-oh. His scream is fantastic. Stop the elevator. Break it with the X button. Stop it before the counter hits 0. Go away! Right? It's so good. Did you do it? You did it! Oh god. He sounds a little bit like Wario. He does a little bit. He sounds like, I don't know, like Wario's accountant? I don't know. His milquetoast cousin. Yay! Whew. Man's just Tom and Jerry'd himself, right? Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. The minigames are like WarioWare adjacent too. They are. They are. A nerd? Oh god. A nerd on a wire indeed. Press and hold X buttons to move towards the green zone. If you lose balance, recover with directional buttons. Pull will snap when the time is up. Oh god! Good. Oh jeez. Yes! Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god. 90-mile-an-hour wind, right? Oh, Jesus. Oh, come on, we're basically there. Come on! 40 miles per second. Or is it meters per second? I don't know. Meters per second. Oh god. I like that he also has like 5 sound clips for him. Probably meters. Yeah. Ovarian says, I was holding my breath. Did that mighty confidently for a man that was— oh, and there he goes. 40 miles per second would shoot you out of Earth's orbit. This dude is smooth, right? He sounds a little like Wario, but he also sounds more like Ebi Sumaru from Goemon. I haven't seen Goemon, but I know what you're talking about. Save game? Yes. Thank.
Shall we continue?
Oh yes, let us continue. Because he got bonked on the head. Answer the question. Yes or no? Okay. If you ever want to stream N64 stuff, I super recommend Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. Switch. Wait, what? Needed to clear the stage. 2 wrong answers in a row will trigger an electric shock. What? Hey, are you okay? How is basketball a sport played by 5 people per team? Yes. It is the best game on the system with the best soundtrack. Might be a little biased. Only slightly. Hey, are you still alive? My god. No. Alaska is. Yep, give a heart massage. No, god. Listen closely. It's 1 centimeter, 10 milliliters? No, millimeters. Nightingale take an active role during the credit. What? Uh-oh. What are these questions? Yeah, I don't even know, man. Oh, good. Thank goodness. Which ones yet? Oh, I guess either one of them. Hey, are you okay? I thought it was asking if 21 was a number. I mean, entirely possible. What? Please answer. XO? Think hard. Oh my god, is that guy doing a little... I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, dang. X is no and O is yes because Japanese. Fair. Hey. He does this little, like, the hands on head. What is... Is he doing a little heart thing? It looks like he's doing M for YMCA. Oh, okay. You don't even know. Even in odd numbers, I'm gonna shock the shit out of you, right? Kristoff! Yay! Hiya! Yeah. Cool. Apparently the answer is yes. Oops. Slime doing some real quick maths here. It's true. I'm glad it ain't me doing it. It'd just be, I don't know. Yay! Fist bump. High five. We got it. Oh god. Let's go by Stretcher. What? Oh. Oh dear. Men said discharged. Oh my god. Suddenly it's Pepsi Man. Oh god. Oh no. Oh Jesus. Oh, Fire says time for me to sneaky take care of Birdos. Florence Nightingale in the Crimean War. Oh. Thank you, Barely Creative. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god. Oh sweet baby Jesus. Oh god. And they swerve to make it harder for you to guess. Oh my god. Oh. Can't afford no hospital room. You'll never hold me! Right? It's like me trying to do hurdles in middle school. Why are they all going one direction? There's a yellow line. To upset us. Clearly. Oh god. Oh god. It's probably about as well as it would go if I had ever attempted hurdles, because I am less short. I am less short and not lean. Oh yeah. You can do it. I believe in you. Woo! You did it. Oh my god. We meet again. Oh my god. Hi. Oh dear. Sir. Sir. Rolled 20, hospital bill evaded successfully. The fuck is happening? That's a good Sir, are you about to attempt to cheat on your wife on her mother's birthday?
Totally.
That's a choice. Find the pressure points. The lady needs a back massage, so she will guide you with the point. Find the points with X button and directional buttons.
Totally normal.
Sir, Press X button repeatedly to fill up the pleasure meter on the left. Oh dear. Everything is fine. She just needs a back massage, right? Silly us. That
All the way up. Further up. Further, further, further up. Further. Oh, a little. Oh, oh.
It does sound like Jebby.
A little bit. A little bit up. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit left. Oh, just a tiny. Oh, just a little bit. Oh, just a tiny. There. Further down. Further down. Further down. Oh, a little. Oh, a little bit left. A little bit down. Oh, just a tiny.
If y'all would like some some content decidedly more wholesome than this, in theory, we're giving her a back rub.
All the way
Yep.
down. All the way down.
Yep. Back rub.
Further down. Oh,
It's Incredible Crisis, giving our co-worker a completely platonic and appropriate back rub.
tiny bit. Oh, just a tiny. Oh, just a tiny. There.
We're giving her a very work-appropriate shoulder rub. It's fine.
Oh, yes. You're the best.
If you would like more wholesome content that's also full of pixels, game developments, and making pixel art, please go follow Papa Phantom. Oh dear. Ma'am? Moose says my face hurts and my sides hurt. What the butts? Well, I guess on the upside, he survived. Too bad your back doesn't hurt, right? Oh my god, hey, you got an A. First half of the year, 2000 Personnel Affairs Assessment. Affairs Assessment, indeed. Heavens to Betsy. Wait, she's a news anchor? Hitting the save so hard you don't have to play that minigame again, right? Get your hands off, you dirty old man! That's not what you were saying 2 minutes ago. I guess you were being terrible and manipulative at the time, but like, what the what? Lady, we just smashed in a Ferris wheel, right? Google Chrome, right? It's either... Rivika, what are you talking about? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's terrible. It is absolutely the Simon Says UFO. It is absolutely what it is. Shoot down the missiles attacking the UFO. Let's get it! Such a bop. Are we also shooting that plane? I don't know if we can. I think we'd... Whew. Oh, now they're shooting at us! Shit. Whew. Cheese and biscuits. Oh no! One of them hit the mothership. Oh god. Woo! Nice. Oh man. And down into the inferno. I'm sure he's fine. It's not every day I see a middle-aged man falling out of the sky. Thank you so much. That's okay, no big deal. Sir, what are you doing? Whew. Sir, do not touch. Sir, that... What have you done? Pail water out of the boat. Oh no. Oh god. Scoop it and dump it super fast.
Yup. 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 Yup.
Movie says this is literally an episode of Tom and Jerry. The man is unlucky and incompetent. He really is. He really is. What? I was mashing an avocado during that massage scene. It felt weirdly appropriate. Excellent. Good. Very good, Ovarian. Very good. Angrily dancing. You mean you were smashing an avocado? Yes. Oh, wink wonk. Right. Oh my god. Oof. Oh jeez. You can do it. I believe in you. Yay! I really want the past tense version of blink to be blunk instead of blinked. Mood. Mood. Yeah, or blank. Yeah, blink blank. I blank. I blanket you. I cut the brake lines, ma'am? For what reason? Blink, blank, blonk. Correct. Oh my god. Good. 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 Hey! Nice.
I think we should wrap it up after this next chapter.
Okay. That seems reasonable. Yes, after the mobs. Just another day in the life of your average salaryman. Correct. Afternoon of the Wolves. Uh-oh. Move forward if the robbers are around. Step back. Use security cameras to detect their location. Be alert when the robber indicator turns yellow. I feel like this is a much more difficult everything. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe? Oh my god. I guess you have to make it from, like, from point A to point B without them noticing you? I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, it looks like you're now at point B. So now you have to go to point C super fast. Do it. Aw, yeah. Aw. Ooh, shiny.
Using us for lies.
They are. Uh-oh. How? What? Wait, Oh my god. We're gonna... There's a lot of Indiana Jones influence here. Yeah, and I'm saying right now, this is like ultimate Indiana Jones moment. How much do we think it weighs? And now we're only how many grams off? 26. Why do you have an actual bear paw? That's a valid question, one to which I have no answers. But I do have more questions. Seven grams over, oh my god. Maybe she ordered a bear claw and was given that and was like, all right then, and kept it. I mean, that's definitely what I would do. I would just be like, oh, okay. My friends would be like, why did you keep it? I'm like, I don't want to make a fuss. It's okay. I have no use for it, but okay. Alright, so what are we at now? 6 grams short? Oh my god. Six, right? I don't even know. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're gonna retry that. Yeah. Oh, hang on. That's 33, that's 44. Yeah, and then we'd need to add 50 after that. So that would be 1 tangerine. Yeah, we did it. Hooray! Teamwork. Sir, we just did what you asked. Did she just toss herself a snack and choke on it? Good. Good. God, I really do enjoy the tunes going on here. Just... You're right. God, it's so good. Etsuko SOS. Peak ska. It true. Why? Ma'am? Decode the statue's secret message. Whom's the fu- She, play a tune. Repeat the rubber's tune. Oh. Golden Pig secret message. Play 8 times to clear the stage. This game cannot be paused. Oh my god. Like, really? Of course they are. And of course they're brass instruments.
I think it's doing a thing. I think it's not. I think it crashed, basically.
It crashed?
Or it's like soft locked.
Oh no! There is indeed supposed to be music. We may have hit a technical issue.
Let me try something.
Hold, please. You're dozing off in front of your PC, Sage. That's okay.
We might have to end here.
We might.
Because this might, I might not be able to get it working.
Welcome to Incredible Crisis.
Okay, let's see.
We're just gonna try one more time.
Okay. I'm gonna see. Dozing off a little too, but it's also midnight. That is legit. Yeah, if y'all need to go eat night-night, that's okay. Cause I mean, if you could hang on a few more minutes so we can raid out, that'd cool. But if not, then go eat night-night. Take care of yourselves.
We should raid out, actually.
We should. I mean, fire's not back yet, but Bruce is just in the pile of blankets waiting. You might skedoodle? That is legit. Okay, let's see if this works.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Nope. We have hit a bug. Okay. Well, in that case,
we'll just raid out.
Yep, we'll just raid out. It's fine. Everything's fine. Ending soon. Totally intentional. Thank you guys for hanging out this evening. I am planning on taking us to our dear friend who is doing a 12-hour stream today. He is on almost on hour 10, so he's got a couple hours left before he goes eeping at night. And we will chase him away to bed as soon as he hits that 12-hour mark. We are going to raid Radu. If you are subbed, then, oh my god, I can type things, I swear. Then this will be your raid call. I might update it, honestly. I probably should. If you are not subbed, do not worry. We have the follower raid for you. So, let's keep the good vibes rolling and bring all of our love to Radu. He is, let's see, I think he is still playing Papers, Please. Mad props to Radu. Mad props. All right, let's bring him some love. Everybody ready? Let's go.